Welcome back. New York City taking a beating from COVID-19, one of the most expensive real estate markets in the country, now in a worse state than after September 11th and the 2008 financial crisis. Sales of Manhattan homes are down 56% between the end of March and the beginning of August, according to Urban Digs. For properties topping $4 million, sales are down 67%. Joining us right now is Warburg Realty broker Jason Haber. Jason, it's great to have you this morning. Please characterize for us the situation in New York.
Maria, it's great to be with you again virtually. Once the show wraps, I was hoping I can take you out and go look at apartments together this afternoon. Because if we did go out, what would you find, right? You would find lower prices, you would find seller concessions, and you would find historically low interest rates, which if you're a buyer right now is very good. Of course, the flip side of that is if you're a seller and you've owned for 5 years or under, you're probably going to take a loss. So the market is in a different phase right now, and it's obviously lower than it was. But yeah, we saw this after the financial crisis. We saw this after Sandy. We saw this after 9/11. And even more so, we saw it during the Robert Moses years when people moved out en masse. But New York City is the comeback city. And so I'd be careful about writing its obituary right now, as some people are doing.
Yeah, I think you make a good point. I thought, New York was over after September 11th, but I went back and we all went back and it was fine. How long do these recoveries normally take in your view? I mean, obviously sales are down big time now. You've also got crime up, and that people do not want to go live somewhere where there's crime. But how long would you expect the recovery to take?
Sure. Well, let me address all of those. One of the differences between, say, buying Apple or Tesla versus a condo or co-op is the time lag that it takes and for us to see the data. So it's hard to see it in real time. I find that I'm basically the canary in the coal mine, and I can see things faster than most because of my involvement in the market. And so these things tend to take between a few months to up to a year, like we saw after 9/11, it was actually 2 quarters, and after the financial crisis, it was a little longer. I should stress that right now in our local market, of course, there is no financial crisis, as you're seeing evidenced by the record highs that we're seeing on Wall Street. As far as crime goes, that is something that's going to be a concern of people, but we're nowhere near the levels that we were at in the 80s and 90s, and New York City is not static. In about 300 days, we're going to be electing a new mayor. I hope it's our comptroller, Scott Stringer. I think he'd be terrific. Bill de Blasio won't be here forever. We understand that he was not the right person for this moment. And the city is going to regenerate in lots of exciting new ways in the future. And I think lots of people will want to be a part of that.
Well, it's interesting you say Scott Stringer, but isn't Scott Stringer the same policies as Mayor de Blasio?
No, I think when you look at someone like Scott Stringer, it's someone who understands management and can take the reins of the city. That's one of the characteristics of being a mayor, is actually being able to understand how to manage the city. And I think he'll do that very effectively.
So, Jason, sales of existing homes soared nearly 25% in July. That was the highest rate since December of 2006. You've got a broader boom happening where people are leaving cities and going to the suburbs.
Yeah, I do want to point out, though, Maria, in that data, which was from March to August, for 3 months of the 5-month period, we were in lockdown here, so there were no sales. So when I saw the 56% decline figure, I said, I'm amazed it wasn't much more than that, because we really weren't transacting at all for 3 months, and we've never had that before in our market. So I think that's an aberration of the figure.
So is it a seller's market? New stats from Zillow show that homes selling faster than in previous years, and home values are growing too. Is it a seller's market outside of cities?
Yeah, outside of cities, it depends. Regionally, it's very different from place to place, but there are some markets that are absolutely on fire. And I tell the brokers out there, be careful, though, because there were lots of folks who were thinking, oh, maybe I'll move out in 1 or 2 or 3 years. And what's happened is COVID's been an accelerant. It's pushed their plans forward. And so my concern would be about those markets in 2 and 3 years from now. Who's buying there then? I'm not so sure it's going to be a sustained period of growth, but they're very hot outside of cities right now.